one task per play session. So even the ones who said, you know what, you're right, just while we get settled, I'm going to also play on like Fridays or Saturdays. It doesn't matter because like all of us MMO players can do in an hour what's going to take them a whole night. So 30 hours of optimal MMO exploration versus new player 3 to 5 hours a week, we are just miles ahead. So by the time we hit cap, many of them are not even halfway to cap, and the first half is not as long as the second half. So that's a huge portion of what's defined my experience with ESO, is that those people then got really mad that the game wasn't fun, and several of them quit coming to game night. They didn't want to be told I told you so. They didn't want, when they said, how do I fix it? And we said, you got to play 40 hours. And they're like, well, I don't want to do that. So they just quit. So like years later, there have been times over the last year or two where people are like, we should try Destiny. There's a new Destiny expansion. I hear it's really good. I watched Brian's video. He seems really excited about it. He is really excited about it. Is it good? It is good. So what Brian's saying is true? Absolutely. Should we play it? No. No. You want to play it on your own time, that's fine. There's a couple people in the group that do play Destiny on different nights. But on game night, no. No. You're not going to like it. You're not going to like it. It's not going to work. We've been down this road. It took us 18 months to recover and get everybody back. No. So, every once in a while, they're like, hey, I heard ESO's getting an expansion. Hey, WoW Classic's coming out. Do you guys want to play WoW Classic? Every time there's a new MMO on the horizon. Hey, you and Brian seem to be talking a lot about Final Fantasy. We've been watching y'all's videos. You seem really excited about Endwalker. Should we play Final Fantasy? You're welcome to play Final Fantasy. If you want to play Final Fantasy, let me know when you join. I'll get y'all set up. Happy to help. So should we play it on game night? No. 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 We will play... We tried Forza after ESO. Forza Horizon. And the way Forza Horizon works is if you join a convoy, it's this weird, like a Final Fantasy 15 type multiplayer experience where like it's meant to be multiplayer, but like not multiplayer. So it's really hard to get in a group with your friends at first when you're just trying to teach people who don't know the interface because they're remote. And so you're like, hey, you just need to go to this screen, toggle this setting, then press triangle, then look for me, then load this. Like my friends who played a lot of Forza and I, we can just meet up, do a race, call it a night. But somebody who's never played, unlocking convoys and then joining convoys is like this huge learning curve. So it's like, it's a whole journey. And so for the newest Forza Horizon came out and they're like, we're going to play that. I see a couple of you guys play it. I love Forza Horizon. And I played it on stream some when it launched. And they're like, should we play it together? And I was like, I would love to play it together. Can we wait a couple weeks? Well, no, it's new and it's in Game Pass. We should play it on launch. Well, the problem with it being played on launch is like, at this point, if they were to play with me now, I own hundreds of cars, tuned different ways. I have the entire map unlocked. I have the ability to instantly teleport to every race for free instantly. I have every race unlocked, which means I have like all sorts of knowledge of stuff if I want to set up custom stuff. So like if they were to come in now, as soon as I got them into the convoy, which is a journey, I wish it was easier, it's just not. I could take them into a race, give them a car, and then when they got out of the race, while they're all laughing and talking, I could teleport us to the next race and get us in. As opposed to when you first unlock the game, you have to drive to each race, and when you get there, they have to have a qualified car or they get stuck in my car, and my car really may not be that great for it unless you're like comfortable driving my car because like I don't have another car that's maybe a little better tuned for it and I can't just keep buying cars. So, and then like I'm busy progressing the map. So if you say, hey, I want to do this, it's like, okay, but it might take 3 races to get to that. And there's 10 minutes of downtime between each race while I drive my incredibly slow starter cars between the races, as opposed to you know, now I have really fast, big, powerful cars, and I have instant teleport to, like, anywhere. It's not even Aetherites. At first, it's just kind of you're traveling to Aetherites, but, like, you literally have the ability to be like, I want to go here. And you just teleport straight there for free instantly. Which is, I mean, it's a huge mess to unlock. You have to do a big set of achievements to unlock the ability to teleport anywhere. And then you have to do another set of achievements to unlock the ability to make all teleports free. Those things put together, oh, it's perfect for a game like that. It would break a game like this, but it's perfect for a game like that that's meant to be just about the racing. Here it would just be like, oh, and I instantly gathered all of the timed nodes, and like it would ruin the immersion of the world. But in Forza, it doesn't matter. The immersion of the world isn't. It's a separate piece of content. If you want to go be immersed, you can be immersed. If you don't, that's fine too. Yeah. It's not about that. Is it comparable to unrestricted flight in WoW? No. Better. I'm not flying, I'm teleporting. I can literally say, oh, we want to go here. And then I click, and instead of like this, where it'll take me there, it takes me right here, instantly, from where I am now. It would destroy an MMO. Terrible for an MMO. It's perfect for a racing game where the open world component is 100% optional. If you want to play it like Gran Turismo and just go race to race to race to race, you can. Now, when you're playing by yourself, I think it takes something away. Because I actually like the act of driving there. You get all these points, there's all these different unlocks, it's really fun. But when you're playing with a group of friends, you want to race together, and the open world is kind of buggy unless you're trying to do specific open world things. So if you just want to do race to race to race, especially your friends don't have a lot of cars unlocked. So when they're in the open world, they're stuck in their cars. But when they're in the race, they can use your cars. I want to give you a curated experience. So I just want to jump you from race to race to race to race. And so when I'm with my friends, when I'm on my own, I actually still like driving race to race. I just still enjoy it. It's part of what makes Horizon so special. But when I'm with my friends, I want to literally just like this. Imagine if you had to walk to dungeons. I can just take us into the next dungeon. Instantly. Next dungeon. Next dungeon. Next dungeon. Next dungeon. So if you had a friend that hopped into the game and bought a story skip, you could literally... And they go, hey, I just want to try the dungeon content. I'm familiar with tab target MMOs. I've got my abilities on the bar. I watched a guide. I watched one of Brian's controller guides. How do I get started? Well, let's just go do Sastasha together. Hey, that was really fun. Can we do another one? Let's do Temtara together. Hey, that was really fun. Can we do another one? Let's do Copperbell together. And, like, you can just teleport piece of content to piece of content to piece of content. And so that's what it acts as, is kind of that ability to jump race to race. There is no greater thrill than striving alongside like-minded companions to overcome the deadliest challenges. May the wisdom you gained in the Hall of the Novice serve you well on your adventures. Oh. So if you start in Ul'dah, this is your Hall of the Novice? Because if you start in Limsa, the Hall of the Novice is in... No. Middle Lenosha? No. Western Lenosha? Western Lenosha. Right here. So that means there's probably one in the Shroud, too. I don't know where the one in the Shroud is. I don't know that I realized there were 3 Hall of the Novices. I guess I assumed you got to the Hall of the Novice after visiting the other city-states, so there only needed to be 1. Old Britannia. Okay. Where is it? Hawk Manor's way too high of level. Central. Okay. Blue Badger Gate. Well, there's Tamtara. It'd be a good place to put it there. Is it not labeled? Oh, if it's not labeled, the Shroud is the worst. Freaking Gridanians, man. It's right here? And it's not labeled? Oh, the Gridanians are the worst. They're so obnoxious. Oh, we only care about the trees. We only care about the trees. That is why our Lancer quest is about poisoning the trees, and our Archer quest is about political drama, racial intolerance, and terrorism. You guys are the worst. Oh. Ridiculous. Yeah, I don't see it. We're gonna go find it. Faviona, you can wait. We're 48 minutes into stream. We'll be productive at some point. Is it marked on the map when I'm in the zone? So you think it's down by Tamtara? All right, Jordan. We're gonna do it. It's where I would put it. Let's see. I would tuck it away down here. I think you're talking about the right spot. That's the Deep Croft. So I would probably tuck it down over here somewhere. Oh my god. Best case, it's just not in this zone. No, that's gonna get too high level. It's at the dungeon entrance? They tucked it away in a Deep Croft? What is wrong with you guys? Oh, you're terrible. There's a Guildhest here. There's a Guildhest here. Hey, buddy. I know we just spoke. You commute very quickly. It's weird that it's the same NPC. Alright. Just to be clear, I don't know how to adventure with other adventurers. And I don't want to get injured learning to be an adventurer. I'm level 15, and your thought is let's run past enormous scorpions that are level 12 through an area that we have Guildhests for, past animated dead, to get here, so that I can learn whether or not I'm qualified to go here. You couldn't meet me outside?